Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, June 12th. Again, great to have you along this morning. So the thought for today, heading into the weekend, is about Saturdays. Since this is a Saturday, Saturdays are not random. We used to think of Saturdays as kind of a kickback day. That's less so now because schedules have kind of burdened the 24/7 work experience. But we used to have this idea, at least in the United States, the idea that Monday to Friday we worked. Sunday was the Lord's Day, or at least an hour of it. It may be devotional time, maybe a little bit Wednesday night. And Saturday and the rest of Sunday, they were our days, our time. And so Saturday became a day when you do what you wanted to do. Catch up, sports, recreation, hikes, whatever. All under the heading of this is my time. But what that forgets to focus on is that all time is God's time. God is always to be worshiped. That's what Romans 12:1 teaches us. Life is literally worship. We're always before the presence of God. If you're before the presence of God, there's no other way to respond but to worship. But not in the sense where we're lying down on the ground or bowing or reading songs or singing psalms or listening to sermons. That all has its place. But everything I do is an act of love and compassion and just being blown away by the redemptive grace that's been lavished out upon me, as Ephesians tells me. So Saturday is not some random day, but it's a day God has particular things for us to do. And again, I'm not just making a random thought there. Ephesians 2:10 says this, and most of your translations will be pretty close to this. For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus, for good works which he prepared in advance for us to do. Now the key word there is workmanship. And I've got a little cool tool here for all of us who are not exhaustive Greek students, the Reineke Rogers Linguistic Key to the Greek New Testament, which is an incredible, helpful tool, helps us understand things. So here in 2:10, this idea of workmanship, your translation may say masterpiece, handiwork, but in the Greek, the word is poema. And the way the linguistic key lays it out is that poema is that which is made, a work. The word can have the connotation of a work of art, particularly a poetic product, a work of art. So we are literally God's poema, and perhaps more accurately, we are his work of art in progress. Because, as the rest of 2:10 tells us, God has made things for us to do this day. This is not just the random big scale things. It includes that. But it's also the things you have the opportunity to show kindness, to speak with grace and mercy, to not be offended, but to show grace to other people, to return good from when you're to evil. When someone's not good to you, you can respond in the way that God says is good. See, we can rejoice in what God's called us to. Just like you hear this titmouse in the background, tough titmouse, making his song. Don't hear very many cardinals this morning, but you do hear him or her. But usually him because the males sing. Anyway, what God is calling us to is to realize that he has made this day, this Saturday, your Saturday, with particular things for you to do that will bring honor to him and will be an encouragement to you and help spread his kingdom. Whether you're working on your car, whether you're studying, whether you want to take just some time to relax and enjoy things, be outside, which is why I love being outside on Saturdays. All those things can be done as part of being the work of art and progress that you are before God. See, that puts a whole different spin on this than just being my time and me getting done what I want. We live in God's world. We are subject to him. He's not the evil tyrant, but he is the one who's in control. He is the one who gives us our next breath. He is the one that gives us food and joy, as Paul tells the folks in Lystra. So this day, It's not a random day. Rather, it's a day that as a work of art in progress, you can continue to complete that glorious grand work that God is calling each of us to be so that we can bring honor to Christ our King. And that's a pretty cool way to look at Saturdays. Good. Thanks so much for being here, and Lord willing, we'll see you tonight. Lord bless you, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.